After visiting 2 buildings of the museum, on the way to Building C, I got to meet one of the S-21 survivors. It was very fortunate of him to make it through this living hell. But too bad I didn't get the chance to talk to him. But if any of you comes here, please drop by and have a little chat with him. Building C is possibly the most disturbing building of all. Imagine big classrooms were converted into tiny cells made of bricks. Dark and not much ventilation at all. I was in the cell for only a few minutes and I needed to get out. There are still barbed wires covering the corridors to prevent prisoners from escaping. In fact, I don't think they could escape from the cells anyway, even without the barbed wire. The last building is Building D. This building exhibits instruments they use to torture and also pictures of horrible life in S-21 for us to learn. However, not all detainees were tortured and executed here in S-21. Some were transported to the next place I am going to visit. It is the place of bad memories that Cambodians would want to forget. This is where thousands of innocent victims had their last breath of their lives. The next stop is about 15 kilometers west of central Phnom Penh. At first glance, you may think this is just another field in rural Cambodia, but it's actually an extermination camp of victims under the Khmer Rouge regime. This is the killing field of Chiang Ek.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now I'm standing in front of the entrance of killing field of Chiang Ek, which is one of the 300 killing fields all over Cambodia, which killed up to over 2 million people of the Cambodian population, which is over 25% in only 4 years. This is significant. For people who want to visit the killing field at Chiang Ek, they can come and pay an entrance fee of $6 and they will be given an audio note, which is very useful because the killing field is divided into parts and you could just press each number to listen to the history and the situations that happened over 40 years ago. But for you Thai friends, don't you worry that you won't be able to understand because there are over 10 languages and one of which is also Thai language, so you would be able to understand very quickly. And you could come every day. It opens from 7:30 to 5:30, and like I said, there's an entrance fee of $6. And given that, I'm standing right here and this is the beginning of my tour, but it's actually the end of many lives that were killed around 40 years ago.
The site is vast, but very well marked in points throughout the area, making it quite easy to walk around. As I have mentioned earlier, just key in the numbers marked in each point on the audio guide and listen to the past atrocities that happened right here on the spot. I suggest you close your eyes and visualize.
Now this is point number 2, which is called truck stop. It's the place where they bring innocent people up into the truck from prison S-21 and drove them here, park here, and it's where they kill those innocent people.
After being detained and tortured at S21, the victims were then moved to Chiang Ek. The Khmer Rouge regime lasted for 3 years, 8 months, and 20 days, killing millions of lives of fellow Cambodian people. Khmer Rouge believed that social classes were the problem needed to be abolished and restructured into a classless society. The method of execution commonly used was just beating, just to say bullets. Victims had to dig their own pits before being beaten to death by shovels or hammers. Around 20,000 people were killed here out of millions of victims all over the country. We can now see fragments of bones and clots scattering in large pits all around the sites. More than 8,000 skulls found here were arranged in clear glass panel of 30-meter tall memorial stupa.